Oh yeah, Talking Point platform, TTPTV. Oh yeah, Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salute.
Yes, family, and welcome back to yet another very important segment where they come through the Talking Point platform. My name is Mohammed. Today again, we get some serious analysis we can do on this ongoing saga. Dr. Samuel Kamara in petition. Some people can call and say not to petition. Some people can call and say clarification. We don't do a little bit of research. We don't come up with some very important ideas there and some messages there and some past letters there where certain people within the APC will feel aggrieved, where all them be entire, them be behind the scene. Also, I don't check na my archive, I discover say one of the person will file this particular petition or this protest against Dr. Samuel Kamara when Almami calls into it. Now, a person we don't can at this platform, bokutem, and they can explain to now how that happened. The interviews that we don't do with them for Leonas FC, and I can give me a small opinion about this person. I don't interview a lot of time, and I can give me an opinion, but genuinely. Also, they look at the President Biona Kabbalah as they send charm offensive na the north and for galvanize more support. We see people get on the town field day and we get in clip and they will say we can see what that mean. And as usual, you text, you comment, your suggestion are very important. So we welcome as long as they within the code of conduct, be respectful, and definitely we go find time for reader. So no side. If you're not the first time is for joining me now, we want to use this opportunity for tell you, say we welcome you here and let you feel comfortable, listeners alone. Please help me for let it go by sharing and consider for subscribe. And to we family members that we don't dare with you for quite some time, we want to appreciate you now deeply. Every day we need to say this to now because on make they can see on yeah. And again, that's it. We go just prepare behind the scene follow jump quickly on the issues there. And I'm going to side where they can just now.
Talking Point platform for news every day now we country alone for education, entertainment, political affairs, TTPTV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit TTPTV.
So, Famu, we go straight to the point without wasting any time. You know, yesterday is spontaneous, now like a breaking news where people nobody expect, but behind the scene, things can be happening where some of will be the follow. But because we not lay hands on those documents, we not get concrete information, we will not be able to get the audacity for can say because it's so highly critical at this time because people and they expect right now what they expect from we political leaders and a debate, now talking about issues, what you can do, the alternative to Maada or Maada even new policies then now that's what we expect for. But for now we see people and behind the scene, they try for pull the strings for create political instability in the country. This is shock it go beyond imagination. When I be the see them here, they come up. Somebody intimates me say this thing that happen, I'll be doubt. I said no, but what's not the point? But yeah, we are now. But first, now we put on this largest play for a short clip them. This one or two people Paul Kamara, when a non-figure, now I be journalist, you know, now man will be the right doing Tijanka by term. Tijanka about all this man, you don't arrest him, you don't put on a cell. This man President Bio and former President Kuruma take and get power, he get position as Minister of Sports. So now, like a relatively well-known face in the particularly in the journalism sector, in the information communication end, where at least gain momentum at that time. People then be looking at compensation. President Kuruma be do because of them be don't treat him. Rebel don't beat that guy. We all know their story. Then they so like it's like, you know, President Kuruma and Mano be open up and get that kind of heart for everybody as one. So in a one of the person, but I don't get opportunity. I don't ever interview. I know sabi him personally. But this man, where they can tell you about, when a former member of parliament, also now a former deputy ambassador in the US, I don't interview not to one thing, not to two thing, not to three thing. But along the line, when the series of interviews are they go, but they come, every week, he want to make interview time, he reached to a point, as he say, yes, somewhere, I think it fits for that draw the cutting, large just reduce, because it seems as if somebody out there want to take advantage of the platform because he knows the people and they listen, we find wide. Or listen first, before we come up with those letters back then, where the letter where we be don't count here, where Alfred Peter Conte be right to neck, say didn't here be happen. It's just that people are not be pay attention, but it don't really happen. Now go back, bring count to one interview where I do with this man when Honorable Colson Toure. This is not the first, I think that if I go on to the first interview I do with him, at the first interview this was do today, the 25th of July 2020, and my name now Mohammed Kabu. And we get an exclusive interview with one of the most seasoned politicians of the country from the All People's Congress, when Honorable Colson Almami Toure. But what we talk here today, now something we're very, very important, where we tie to how politics go work for development. But if not the first time this for join this platform, we want for welcome you here. And just for making very clear to you, say this now a platform where we design for all Sierra Leoneans and all meaningful Sierra Leoneans we wish well for the country. Whether you be SLPP, APC, NGC, C4C, this now the place where a lot of people don't rely on for get credible, unbiased, and transparent and truthful factual information. So, but we want to tell we viewers and plenty thank you because then believe we and we self want live up to the expectation. So the gentleman who we interview today now more an household name, now a very strong political figure in Sierra Leone as well as in party where now APC. If you look at in profile, you don't know say these are the type of people where are really very, very strong in any political party. When a one-time deputy ambassador to the United States of America, and again, now a member of parliament, now constituency 104, and again, now one-time assistant national publicity secretary. So we want to use this opportunity for welcome Honorable Almami Colson Toure to TPP TV, and you can say hi to family who are listening across the world. Honorable sir.
Me family nakabo. I tell you plenty thank you when I be listening to this program. Me na be the former honorable for constituency 98. And I will tell you, I say, all waiting and undescribed, not true, but as we go, we will know some of these facts and we will get them very clear about it. Tell you, thank you, now all the viewers all over the world. And for the TPP, the opportunity when they give me for that, bring count some of the issues and political issues within this country. I tell you, plenty thank you, mi fambulem unakabo.
All right. Thank you again, Honorable, for joining at the platform. The first question where they go to you, sir. As we mentioned earlier, I say let politics work for development. But before politics work for development, the first thing for us, we believe, say, again, for start from the political party itself. Because when we talk about democracy, you talk about the political party there. Now, they represent the All People's Congress. Now, we want to understand what do you feel are the reforms where you want to say yes, your party go do for make the politics of the country work for the development of every Sierra Leonean?
I would say thank you for the opportunity. And the topic itself, let politics work for development in Sierra Leone. I think it's very, very important. The first thing we get for know what politics mean. Politics itself, in activities where the there towards governance. And the development itself, we always believe, say, media tell us, say development is about people, for people, and by people. And development now for raise the standard of living of all Sierra Leoneans. And for lead development in our country, a political party now in the march, mostly within Sierra Leone, you look, we get so many political parties them. New one them, they already come up, but we most
know they come for play all those interviews. I just want to recap some of the interviews they will do with this particular man where one puts the country today into jeopardy. And another interview I do with this man again. Listen again. Another interview. December 2021. Leko promised the last time, say we'll get an exclusive interview with one Digalejo from the APC. This now a well-known household name in the country. Somebody with a vine even for be the chairman and the leader of the All People's Congress. I know they waste time much here. They can quickly and can introduce one minute. When I not go no side, when I get the opportunity for sending a text there and know much about waiting in the store here. Yes, so family, now usher in we guess quickly. Honorable Anami Colson Toure, now household name, but I think it go much more better for this gentleman tell me who are now Honorable Colson Toure.
Well, me na Honorable Ambassador Reverend Almami Colson Toure, the aspirant for the chairman and leader of the APC party, and of course the formal assistant national publicity secretary for the APC party, and also a former member of parliament who will serve in various committees and also chair various committees like the trade and information and also information committee in a parliament, and also I've been privileged to for do so many work within the community and be part of the process. So for me, I'm not going to say much, but as we go, they know me, and for some of una way frequent with the APC activities, I'm going to say Honorable Almami Colson Toure is an household name within the country. So now we just move from that point, say, and then as we go, we are going to know me better.
All right, thank you very much. So we go straight to the point. We want to keep this interview very short because it's already the time we put, we might be able to come up with due to technical problem. Let's not go stand first. Now we see like people like can say charity begins at home, and whatever you learn as a picking at home, it gets effect now the outside world. Now, when it comes to a political party, if you see a party there in conflict, in disarray, then we pray probably if they're able to unite themselves, how much more than we try to unite the country as a whole. We get so much different segments then. So what are the reasons? What are the problems where we experience or we so much conflict within the APC?
Well, let's just make them very simple. We're there at the present moment we're in. Everything about the party now the court system now in charge. So now for say the party executive where the time been expire a long time ago, but there is no vacuum in leadership. Then get for the day until they hand over to a new executive who will continue with the work of the party. looking at the present situation at the party, wetin make we dey in disarray na because presently we dey in a court and we dey try for handle the situation dem dey. Even though some people dem go say yes, the court actions are bad and the people that we take they not do well for the party, but I will tell you, say this is democracy, and these are some of the DNAs, some of the things in democracy where we all get for land. Because now we don't see a new constitution don't come into view within the party, and for now presently we know say it don't almost be matured now, or if not, it don't matured, which means that it's a new constitution, it's a new dawn, it's a new day in the APC party, even though things are going to continue. But now there's so many things that don't happen within the party, looking at the constitution itself. And that constitution, they get for lay a foundation. We get for tell the party, we get for make the party in the future for be a very strong and democratic party. So for me, the court case system, not.
This is not the other interview I do with Colson Toure. I do another interview with Colson Toure with another honorable what's that, this honorable self na kono in name. But anyway, let's just play one of the last interviews.
Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning. It is a pleasure for Lade tonight again today. And I tell you plenty thank you when I get interest for listening about Sierra Leone and about the progress of things that really good. And that make I also tell people thank you, the television program with the host we presently, for when they give away opportunity for how we face with people them all over the world and tell them about progress what they happen in Sierra Leone, and also the angle affects them, affects we in Sierra Leone, and affects the world as a whole. So me famble them una good evening. This now na Pekin, now also husband, wife, and also a son of Sierra Leone with the face una presently. Thank you for hosting me now.
Yeah, thank you very much. And again, today we get a very young, distinguished gentleman at the studio. A very vibrant, hardworking man. We don't do very well for his community. This a very responsible person, not only because of a member of parliament, also na in party, na the deputy caucus leader for the Coalition for Change, we na C4C. And we talk about no other person but Honorable Sir Charles of constituency 028. Honorable, you can say hi, great people that are listening around the world.
Thank you very much for having me on this platform today for the very first time. Of course, family where they listen to it this night or this morning or this afternoon, it depends on which part of the world you there where they follow up right now. This na Honorable Sir Charles, me na the member of parliament where they represent constituency 028, na Konodi Street. We cover Fiama Chiefdom.
So Fambo, that was the last interview where I do with Honorable Colson Toure. And I begin sense something somewhere that it seems as if this man want for the interview every week, something like that. I mean, by right, I feel saying over the chase, guests there, particularly important guests there, enough for be around, not for be the other way around, for say every week I for grant you interview. What's the grant you interview for every week? That was one of the things where I look as why for do the grant you interview so frequently, and I put a stop to that. I tell my colleagues, I say, no, you know what? If we say no with a portray one person, it seems as if maybe something somewhere, or maybe this person they look for attention, all that stuff, then they I hand up for stop for take interview for conduct further interview. But I not be no agenda, honestly, that 100%. I not be no intention, just that we not people that way can always try to think ahead. Nobody need to use me. If we not to them kind, we not a small boy then where people then will take advantage of social media. Not to everybody did that social media are not responsible. Some people and then on social media, then they do this because of love for the country. Some people are they're highly responsible, then get their family, then get their job, then they do fine. Then they go, if they choose not for do anything self-done, it's fine for them back. But some people on social media where they're highly responsible and they toy with them. They toy with them. So me and one post where a lot of politicians don't come behind where like maybe because some man sabi you see they talking on social media, they can say use it for right you and can use you. No, we don't pat Boku, we don't babas with Boku. Some say we know they give them airtime because the moment you talk, there's some kind of nonsense talk the way they can with some fitai. Fitai in the sense perhaps you can't tell me say I go do this. No. That make we know they be behind any politician for April for sponsorship. We know they care for can big. Nobody. We know they take sponsorship from politics. I don't say like if you donate for say but I don't say no free gifts no day. Free lunch no day. Somebody give something, they look for something else. So that make we not get, even though we get access for the talk with them, we for able to sell ourselves so cheap. Per day with you, you begin to control you. So we not take that day. So I stopped for the take interview. That was the last interview I do with Komon-Tok. So from themselves, I know they talk personally with, I know they talk with you on discourse and what they discuss back then, but like the frequent interviews, I cut them off. I say no, I don't feel say the right way. They say abuse. I just make me say busy. But these are the people behind the scene where, oh my God, man, my God, I never knew. I don't know. So he said, we don't come a long way since. See, people don't come a long way. So man, and that's some man can see we don't tape on this thing small. Not to say we just jump on this. So now that make everything they do, they take with time because we know say trust and credibility in our team were very, very important. When you lost you don't lose everything. Believe me. There are people out there yesterday. They are very, 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 very eloquent, 10 times more than us. And they know information, they know how to pass a message, but they lost credibility. Where are they today? Nowhere to be found. People like, I will give you an example, then Tambayo there, where they one whole country, they pay attention, they listen. Tambayo, Tambayo, good governance program. Everybody will listen. We're lost in credibility. Now today, voice, they go no side, nobody listener. Look like them DJ base. Now night show it gets. Nightline, people, they know they sleep for listening to DJ base. A loss in credibility. Who say they? Today, look like the likes of Emerson. Emerson, in at the music side, people see, I don't know, they respect them so much because there should be people out there who should be neutral, who should be there to point out the wrongs and do some correction. Yes, every society, that I make we get civil societies around. But unfortunately, those civil society will get right now, they are gone, they are done, they are dumb, they don't done, they don't boka. So that I make people, people then still a search for somebody somewhere for them to rely on. There comes Adebayo, why make you fill those gaps? Not to say if the journalism they do their job them properly, the civil society be active, not afraid. Nobody never listen to Adebayo. Adebayo tell you plainly say, you don't go school. Now you go listen to a person who not go school. What if he say go talk much where you go benefit for? But today, nine Sierra Leoneans one listen. Why? Because the people out there in the country in a salon wait for talk for the people and they don't get mind talk. Pass and send information to Adebayo before Adebayo talk. Can you imagine? So everything don't destroy in the country. So we don't know that. I make when we come fulfilling some of them gap here, not only we get back of mind for the people, honestly. If you listen from all my interviews I do, the same talk where they repeat here, some people are not they can't know me, but if you go back now, the archive, they say, this guy don't tell where they talk this talk. This platform now for all salon people, not until that begin talking no, not to say I begin see. Yes, now we get thousands of people who they watch me. Back then, now Facebook could be popular. But because we get small issue, the one on Ukraine, all that stuff, then they will not be the cam online. We don't lost much of we audience on Facebook, but YouTube kick up. So we appreciate that. So the point is, some man and now they know about we, but if you check, if you go down now we platform, you see the interview there. I don't know when I put on the comments, if I want to play the interviews and they 5 minutes or 7 minutes. But if you don't want to listen there, then we can push ahead. Let know in the comments if you don't want to listen there, interview with calls in for no they can, because like one hour, perhaps you don't get time with them, but I cut short of them. I put them, then 3 interviews I will do. If you want, okay, if you don't want to listen voice, you don't want to hear nothing from her, we can just push ahead. Now, let me go to this one. Let's go on this one. The reason why I put this, Dr. Samuel Kamara in case, if feel like say forces, then they behind and then they push behind this thing for let Samuel go unopposed. I mean, sorry, let President Maada go unopposed. This the person which we gather, based on what we gather. Now, all what I therefore can talk so not to opinion. I will tell you, say the fact in the sense waiting I see and waiting they in us, waiting people that don't put and waiting some forces in, stakeholders in. We get for do with this then talk. Now, mi famule, this one asisu PPRC, the Political Party Registration Commission, PPRC. You know, I always try at least for bring, not in a classroom always, but I can always remind people. But for let una understand, let they read, would they make small way for interpret. Now, if you see this, the Political Parties Act 2002, established by the PPRC for the registration and supervision of the conduct of political parties in accordance with Section 34-35 of the Constitution. This is good. This is good. The Salon Constitution say the PPRC for responsible for monitor or regulate political party. But why I even put on? It seems as if PPRC don't become one of the institutions where they sell with democracy. Why? This not an outlandish claim they make. This is not just a fact at the state to you. PPRC pull a statement. Now listen up. PPRC pull a statement. If not follow here study now. All right, yeah, I don't see now the comments. A lot of people are one for the one listening the interview, which is very good. I'm happy for that. So I can put that interview. There are 3 interviews there. I will definitely put them. I think I just round up here, let people then see, or perhaps maybe I will give you the opportunity for listening. They can jump into this particular analysis, because now case at the deal for tell you say waiting EUC that PPRC now one of the most corrupt institutions, NEC, the judiciary now too, for say them people are all, it seems as if they are working for make sure say Maada go unopposed. I know they say not to opinion, a fact, they can't see all information and for them be the best people and for judge. But because on the comment section, a lot of people want to listen at least 5 minutes or 7 minutes of calls into an interview I don't do. So when I go get the chance for read between the line how this person they talk, honestly, it shocked me when I see all calls into a on this particular or affidavits. When I see on this particular affidavits, I was shocked. I say, wow, this guy. So does this mean say now this make this okay? Now the affidavits this, now the affidavit this. Anyway, la play for now listen. Lord just take this one first. Lord take this one first. December 2021. Leko promised one the last time, say we'll get an exclusive interview with one big Alejo from the APC. This now a well-known household name in the country, somebody with a vine even for be the chairman and the leader of the All People's Congress. I know they waste time much here. We can quickly and can introduce one moment. When I not go no side, when I get the opportunity for sending a text there and know much about waiting in the store here. Yes, so Famule, now usher in we guess quickly. Honorable Anami Colson Ture, na household name, but I think it go much more better for let this gentleman tell we who that na Honorable Colson Ture.
Well, me na Honorable Ambassador Reverend Almami Colson Ture, the aspirant for the chairman and leader of the APC party, and of course, the former assistant national publicity secretary for the APC party, and also a former member of parliament who will serve in various committees and also chair various committees like the trade and information in trade and also information committee in a parliament, and also I've been privileged to for do so many work within the community and be part of the process. So for me, I'm not going to say much, but as we go, una go they know me. And for some of una way frequent with the APC activities, una going to say Honorable Almami Colson Ture is an household name within the country. So now we just move from that point, say, and then as we go, we una go know me better.
All right, thank you very much. So we go straight to the point. We want to keep this interview very short because it's already the time we put, we might be able to come up with due to technical problem. Then no go stand first. Now we see like people like can say charity begins at home. And whatever you learn as a picking at home, it gets effect now the outside world. Now, when it comes to a political party, if you see a party there in conflict, in disarray, then with a pray probably if the neighbor unites themselves, how much more they will try to unite the country as a whole. We get so much different segments then. So what are the reasons? What are the problems where we experience or we so much conflict within the APC?
Well, let's just make them very simple. We're there at the present moment we're in. Everything about the party now the court system now in charge. So now for say the party executive where the time been expire a long time ago, but there is no vacuum in leadership. Then get for the day until they hand over to a new executive who will continue with the work of the party. Looking at the present situation at the party, we to make we day in disarray now because presently we in a court and we try for handle the situation the day. Even though some people don't go say yes, the court actions are bad, and the people that we take come they not do well for the party. But I will tell you, say this is democracy, and these are some of the DNAs, some of the things in democracy where we all get for land. Because now we don't see a new constitution don't come into view within the party, and for now presently we know say it don't almost be matured now, or if not it don't matured, which means that it's a new constitution, it's a new dawn, it's a new day in the APC party, even though things are going to continue. But now there's so many things that don't happen within the party, looking at the constitution itself. And that constitution, they get for lay a foundation. We get for tell the party, we get for make the party in the future for be a very strong and democratic party. So for me, the court case system, not for anything worrisome. Now in processes where we go through, we presently we get for just make sure say we do what we supposed to do, provide what we supposed to provide for the court, and also make sure say yes, now we come back into normalcy. Because at this present time, for some of us, we are worried. Because 2022, within few months from now, we begin prepare for the council election. And preparing for the council election means we get fulfill over 400 and something councillors them now this whole country. And if you not get an executive presently, we don't prepare, we don't plan, we don't strategically, don't put everything together, it will be a very big problem for the party. And in 2023 is at our door, presently coming very close. And particularly in opposition presently, we get for prepare very, very well for how we get to serve together. So the court actions them is not something new, it's going on, but I tell you, say, we almost, there's light at the end of the tunnel. We are almost coming to the end of it. We are in most of the cases then now, they almost the water down. So for now, I'm not going to say too much confusion then at the party, but we dey at the court system. Now all the party now get for tell you when we dey go convention, what we dey do next until we get the final rulings. Then we know say yes, this is what the party is doing. But looking at the party administration, I will tell you say the executive body now, where just continue, I will say acting executive body now where they act in the place of where the time they expired. I will tell you say for now, then they do their own best. But I think say if we get to we get a new executive coming in, credibility, trust, and respect go there within the system, and people don't go to look up to leadership them where they know say yes now they self-elect them, because this is now the time of his election, not selection. So we are getting to a point where we are going back to the grassroots, wherein we go elect, we executive them. People will know say reflective of us, the APC, will put them in power. So when the people and they come in power, what you they expect? You find out so people will begin trust the leadership of the party. And this is the juncture where they now presently.
All right, thank you very much. Now, as we understand, you aspire for being the chairman and leader of the APC. But do you see yourself as a leader of this party in somewhere in the future?
Let us say, for instance, not in the future, in the present, like, because now I was one of the 28 people who being wrong the last time for being the flag bearer of the party, but I was not lucky. Somebody else gets the flagship, and we all support them in go. But presently, with the final say, the boats the rock now. Presently, the white paper there, very close. The opposition party they use whatever they can. Whatever they have presently, in order for put me down and in order for them to forget the second time. And we as an opposition party, we get for prepare ourselves. Looking at the present situation, me go tell you say, me not the right person at this present time for lead the party, because one thing, I tell you say, you get somebody who get vast experience as compared to the formal chairman that we don't do, and with the present chairman, I will tell you say, anywhere you look in party leadership, I get so many experiences where they bring come into the party leadership, where most of them not been get. Even with the present day, the most of the people that will run now feel they want to be chairman. I will tell you, say me now one of the only one among them all we don't serve the national executive. Me now the only one among most of them we don't serve as member of parliament. Me now the only one among them all where, for instance, we don't get the experience for serve my country at different level. So now that make I tell you say presently APC day at a crossroad, which means that APC need forget a very strong blue-blooded APCian, somebody who will not come out from another party, because I see plenty of people they try for run, say they want to be chairman. Most of them they're too young within the party, not so by age, but in terms of their membership. Some of them just come in by job where they just give them, where they not get the experience and not ever serve at the party, and even at constituency level, they're not served at no executive position there. They're not even going to parliament. Then you want to can run a very serious party, very big, the largest party in this country. I will tell you, say me get all the qualification, I get everything that it takes, I get the skill, I get the education, and I get the commitment. And also, I will tell you, say, I get what it takes for change this party, for make them a modern party. We will be ready for a continue for win 2022 and also 2023.
All right, thank you very much. As you talk, all right, so Fambul, like I said, the interview it be long. That was one of the interview I do with her, very long. If you get time, check now we archive, yeah, check now we platform, go down there. It titled, let's see some of the titles then, because we get different title. I mean, not one program, different program. Then this one be titled. Let me just check. But anyway, go down in case you are watch the full interview. La play back the other interview. I do it and back. Listen and back. Today the question why accent. I say, Honorable, do you see yourself leading this party? Because like, based on all those other information I don't get, but that was a question where I mean, I not be right, sir. Just use a normal accent. He say yes. Ingo definitely be the chairman of this particular party, and unfortunately, we see Minkailu don't take over the chairmanship of this party. But again, Lord Jones jump quick now the next interview. Today, the 25th of July, 2020, and my name now Mohammed Kagu. And we get an exclusive interview with one of the most seasoned politicians of the country from the All People's Congress, when Honorable Kolsin Almami Toure. But what we talk here today, now something we're very, very important, where we tie to how politics go work for development. But if not the first time this for joining this platform, we want for welcome you here. And just for making very clear to you, say this now a platform where we design for all Sierra Leoneans and all meaningful Sierra Leoneans we wish well for the country. Whether you be SLPP, APC, NGC, C4C, this now the place where a lot of people don't rely on for get credible, unbiased, and transparent and truthful factual information. So, but we want to tell we viewers and plenty thank you, because then believe we and we self want live up to the expectation. So the gentleman who we the interview today now more an household name, now a very strong political figure in Sierra Leone as well as in party where now APC. If you look at in profile, you don't know say these are the type of people where are really very, very strong in any political party. Now, one-time deputy ambassador to the United States of America, and again, now a member of parliament, now constituency 104, and again, now one-time assistant national publicity secretary. So we want to use this opportunity for welcome Honorable Almami Kolsin Toure to TPP TV, and you can say hi to family that will listen you across the world. Honorable sir.
Me family nakabo. I tell you plenty thank you when I be listening to this program. Me na be the former honorable for constituency 98. And I will tell you, I say, always in a non-described, not true, but as we go, we will know some of these facts and we will get them very clear about it. Tell you, thank you now, all the viewers all over the world. And for the TPP, the opportunity will give me for bring down some of the issues and political issues within this country. I tell you, plenty thank you, me fambulem unakabo.
All right. Thank you again, Honorable, for joining at the platform. The first question where they go to you, sir. As we mentioned earlier, I say let politics work for development. But before politics work for development, the first thing for us, we believe say it got to start from the political party itself. Because when we talk about democracy, you talk about the political party there. Now, they represent the All People's Congress. Now, we want to understand what do you feel are the reforms where you want to say yes, your party go do for make the politics of the country work for the development of every Sierra Leonean?
I will say thank you for the opportunity. And the topic itself, let politics work for development in Sierra Leone. I think it's very, very important. The first thing we get for know what in politics mean. Politics itself, in activities where the dare towards governance. And the development itself, we always believe, say, media tell us, say, development is about people, for people, and by people. And development now for raise the standard of living of all Sierra Leoneans. And for lead development can a country, a political party now in the march, mostly within Sierra Leone, you look, we get so many political parties them. New one them, they already come up, but we mostly know say now two traditional political parties them within this country. And mostly we know say these political parties them then divide sometimes by region or so many ways, of which some of us is try for shift from that, like mostly with political ideology, like based on issues. not on this regionalism or sectionalism or tribalism. We try to pull that into the picture because now some of us join the APC party because we don't look all these years where APC don't rule the country. We don't see the role the way they don't do based on because governments and the work and get role the way it's supposed to do. One of them now for create security or for looking to the defense of that country, for create peace within that country. And within the term where, they say within the previous past 10 years, we find out say Sierra Leone have been one of the most peaceful country now in sub-region and now in the world as a whole, where the whole world knows say yes, Sierra Leone been very, very peaceful, even though we've been go through the 11 years war. But at the end of the day, what happened, Sierra Leone, because of a nation where resilient, a nation where powerful, a nation where people they so get courage, they get hope, and they believe in God. And this nation, even after the 11 years war, what happened? We come back. We say we are all Sierra Leoneans, irrespective of our differences. Now we come together. After the post in war, you find out say Sierra Leone, starting from Chijan Kaba, putting some of the structures in place. Come again when Ernest by Koroma take over. And make sure say most of the good structures there and maintain them because government na continuously not to say not to stagnant where you come in they just scrap everything. You therefore continue waiting the first person in on the way good, you maintain them. But when we self come again, you find out say because we want peace in the country, when we President Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma take over governance, at that time, what happen? What do? Most of the ministers and where it meets now their ministries and they some of them did it for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months until they make sure say there is a complete handover. And not all of that, make sure say all the ministers them, remember the MDS them, all the government operatives them, they all get paid. And then pay them all the servants pay, then give them, and then make sure because one thing which will be focused on when we take over governance now for peace, for Lord Sierra Leone develop. And the second area again, you find out say government exists for infrastructural development.
All right, so Fambo, that was just a short one back then. I just got a short one out of the long interview we do. I don't know, when I put on detective, when I listen the third interview I do, when I know, when I go net, Lord just put the last interview because instead of like 3 minutes. If you now want either side, we will put otherwise we'll just jump on go to we own main topic there we'll get for can analyze. Let know in the comment section. Yeah, I wait for now. Let know in the comment section. Lord put the last one, or Lord just jump on wait till we get because we get some issues that will not still not church it. All right, so now we go down to all right. It seems I see people don't they okay. Some say not necessary. Some say Lord Puta. We just need one more person for break the difference. Whether it's necessary or not necessary, just one more person. All right, so at least we don't get two people away. Say, Lord, no, continue with those clips there. Lord, we just continue to program. Well, I think at democracy will go with the majority. Lord, jump quickly on the thing. But my opinion, let's just analyze my opinion. It seems these guys, I don't know if some of them need attention. Medical attention. It might be. One of the things we would neglect na salon, where abroad white man pay premium. They pay so much attention with now the issue of mental health. Not to say because somebody dress clean, now be big man, they face mental challenges. I'm telling you, depression is serious. The people who live abroad, why make they say the people, not to say would they put down the people who in a salon don't know. But the truth is, we need to take care of when it comes. We need to pay attention rather on mental health issues in a salon. We need to pay attention. Depression now one of the biggest killer in the world, probably in a salon as well. One of the biggest. Perhaps this man, when they lost power, that depression day, mind you, this man was a member of parliament. Now, one time he go take the symbol back. He appealed for the symbol. The people now Wellington, they Melon Streets, Wellington, he did. They refuse for the symbol. So now one time is served in parliament. From what I understand. So what did President Bill do? President Koma do. Former President Koma take and send and go to America as a deputy ambassador. For sit down, they wondering. When power done, that gap, relevance is not deep. To minister, to parliamentarian, just an ordinary person. Believe me, when you reach that level and they will understand. But people who don't test those powers will lost relevance. It affects them mentally. I'm telling you, this is fact. You don't need to believe me, but you ask some experts, the mental health experts, and they tell you, say, some people they wear clean clothes, and nice, they dress, responsible people they see, but they are struggling mentally. They have strong, serious depression, loneliness, relevance not the king. You don't lost power. And you don't know whenever I go be a member of parliament again. You don't know whenever I go ever be a deputy ambassador, or you not just know where else. And I mean politics. Like you always say, politics shouldn't be a career. Because you never know, particularly in a democracy, the people of the country, the people, and then they determine your longevity. Now that make when this government they try to change the other way around, you see people in the vex. In politics, in democracy, the people determine your longevity. How long will they serve them? So you as a career politician, if you just say politics like career, as you far in democracy, except otherwise, you prove for be that kind of trustworthy, responsible, and kind to do attitude you get and to do you talk and do. What I mean, I know they talk about then talk and do lie. I talk about who somebody means something, you do it. Now you go get long period. So perhaps Colson depression. If una dey follow Colson, I was watching Colson on Facebook. I see some behavior. I know they have for can put and door. Absolutely no, it's not. I'm just saying my opinion. If you go on Facebook, you see, I want you go on Facebook, go search for Colson, Honorable Colson today. Go through all in post them. Go down, go down. You will probably see perhaps it needs help. We all can need everybody at one point in your life. You need help, not a physical help. Sometimes you just need support, depression, counseling. Other than a salon where you go where mental health not with the shame. People are not they talk about themselves. In fact, not they help you. If somebody begin to talk, all man, they for laugh and provoke you. You know, just comedian. The people are not they laugh. But in reality, these are the things that would really, really hurt you in a salon. Mental health. This part, perhaps, if you can go check out, go they far from the truth. I see at one time now in Facebook, I don't know if something like a cult or whatever, I mean, understand. Then they under them big stone there, water side, waterfall, they wash them, somebody they pour water panna, he said they pour water panna. Then they tell them put on a Facebook. I said, what is going on? Something probably somewhere is not right. Why should this man do this publicly? What is wrong? and you know, to me pausing, I not go. I just keep out this keep quiet. But if we see in the 11th hour, because the petition would them put safe, I mean, sort of the thing they would them put here, the claim would them put here, is funny. That's I make a connector with mental health. In this, I'm not going to say no more, but calls into it. You go on Facebook, search, go through, take your time, go through 1 year, 2 years, you see, you will able to get a judgment on this person, whether actually what at the top it make right or not. But believe me, mental health is serious. It's serious. It affects we majority of we Sierra Leoneans. It affects we. We can just say we're strong. We're strong, but sometimes we need help. You need somebody to cry to, a professional to guide you, counseling. All right, put that aside. Fambul, when I share, love invite more people there, or they can properly. Now the main thing that we can for today. Mind you, we'll not be careful. We'll not be careful. Can't talk about cold team that long way there. But always now I get the platform. What's now one now they do. So because you know ask for that, I make we push all this level. But the thing that itself, what we can for analyze will not church it. But let's just take 1 minute. Once I take the 1 minute, you said do me a favor, share the platform, let more people can come so we can start this very, very important. When they can see the letter, when they can see the affidavit, or they can see one funny video where they make runs on the social media as well. And they can just now on a Apple share whilst I take 1 minute break. 1 minute break. One minute break. Just 1 minute.
Country slow, we want for no. Why not they grow? Yeah, hey, bo, we want for no. Wait till make we country they go slow. Wait till making all they grow. Yes, so I can for sure. Yes, I can for sure them thing them way they make we know they grow. Then now we they die from. If I they try for go before, I beg bo. We are not make us slow. No.
Right. Okay. Now we jump go now this this one. Now, as soon as they see, but before even we jump on this one, now we go back to how we start. Let people not miss the concept because if it's sometimes now we build. A foundation, so we go know how much story will build, how much story will put for we act then clearly. So Fambul, just like what we begin, the PPRC then role in this a clear, a visible. Now you see what's in happen. Let's push now this next slide. Our President Bio plan to go unopposed. Many times here we don't count that scenario. One of the scenario now for make sure say Dr. Samura Kamara no partake. Now this was put so now from silver blinding and be right the piece here. But this letter Mrs. Sia. Where it try for suggest, say, if them things happen, President Chilo's Maada Bio will go unopposed. Now, maybe something not clear on the screen, or maybe perhaps for the people who will understand clearly. La reader. Political Parties Regulation Commission, PPRC, sends letters to various political parties. Indicates that the PPRC is set to enforce Section 35 of the Sierra Leone Constitution, which allows political parties to sponsor presidential candidates but with a caveat that the internal organization of short political parties are to conform to democratic principles. Yesterday, when I remember say at the time of quote on one article, one section of this particular PPRC, where I say I'm not sure, but I will find out not this. So then get a section now PPRC where now 35, section 35 say every political party then forget internally, then forget a well formidable structure, organization, executive for exist. This 35 now so government set up the PPRC for looking to the entire. So now you understand why I make a start with PPRC, how they set and why they set and for come to this. See how the plan PPR ECSL, it seems as if they all depend this. Now, let's go on the next slide. Among these democratic principles is the conduct of regular election at all levels of executives, who will then be the delegate electoral college that choose their presidential candidates. So every political party therefore go through this step by step and we're able to get formidable executive, they're able to conduct a lower level elections, go to delegates, national delegates conference and choose their leader. This now so the book say, now so the constitution say, now so PPRC Act say, if a political party cannot credibly elect executive, it cannot be allowed to function until it does so. Now see, this is why I always they say it's not about institutions. We get good institutions, but we not get good people from Monday. This is black and white. This time then our constitution say any political party we're not formidable. They not get executive office. They not get offices at the provincial headquarters. They not for allow them for make it take part. Simple as that. Not to me say that I mean yesterday because you always want calm down yourself, see you I get the source. There will be more trust. I don't say in future, even if I not bring something, if I talk, I will believe. But now we try to build the trust even deeper. Not to me say this is not the constitution, you see. Now the constitution, if a political party cannot credibly elect executives, it cannot be allowed to function until it does so. This means that non-functional parties cannot nominate presidential candidates. Now, let me go now. Over the years, you see, this is where the problem comes in. Over the years, this constitutionally required democratic internal arrangement of parties did not matter to the PPRC. It means PPRC back then, they were not even enforcing this. And this is their mandate, but yet they are not even enforcing it. This is where sometimes they say, oh, people, let's not look aside for don't look aside bucky foot. If PPRC actually be the function well one, we not forget Boku political party there. Because see what in the constitution say, see what in the act say. And non-functional briefcase and one man, one woman parties were allowed to nominate presidential candidates at the Electoral Commission. The majority of registered political parties fall into this latter ignorable category of being non-functional. You see, this is fact. Majority of those political parties, I told you yesterday, some of them don't even get they don't even get 50 or 20 or 100 active registered members. They don't get it. They don't get it. But the constitution make it clear if a everybody get right for form a political party. But the political party, if you're not formidable, it not get executive there, you not get the internal arrangement not proper, they not for allow that particular political party there for contest now election. This not to me say, that's what the constitution say, that's what the book say. These are the you see some of them. And these are the ones over the years where some of them are one woman, no more, 2-3 man there, and Gibele there, Now, only 3 political parties, the SLPP, APC, and the NGC, have a semblance of structure that can be subject to elections across this country. The organized nature of the 4th party, the C4C, is constricted to only the Kono district. This I don't explain them to yesterday. I don't tell people and say, now them party would expect, say, then get small weights. But even as NGC and C4C, then weights don't go down. So what do you mean? This means we have only 2 formidable political parties in Sierra Leone, where I believe say EC and PPRC should focus their attention. And then if we allow for them participate, not to PPRC in decision, it's the law. It's the law. The law say this. But guess what? PPRC sent a letter warning all those political parties there, all the political parties, tell them, say, this year we enforce this law. Can you imagine? PPRC sent, say, this year we enforce this law. All of a sudden, we don't know side talk or what we before. Remember, then we don't get 13 political parties, and we all know, say, some of them political parties and not even get 10, 20, 50 people there. Where now a violation of the act we bring the law we bring PPRC itself now a violation of the constitution and a slap now we own democracy. Now, if you check, you see ECSL, it seems as if now then according to which we understand, ECSL work in conjunction with PPRC for allow them political party for ready for nominate for nomination. According to we understand. In fact, there is a claim, there is a video. There is a photo. Then photo don't go viral. You can imagine the PPRC and the ECSL. Now the 5 commissioners that you see, so all of them. Then use the same gesture way Maada do. You see? Or you see, this they all do that. So people in the say, what is going on? Because the PPRC not enforce, then don't put letter earlier on. I see the letter, read the letter, I'll bring and come to Naya, if you not remember no more. Say any political party we're not strong, they know they allow them. But overnight, then see them political party already start. And yesterday, we play a clip now where you see the same political party there, then they're showing allegiance to President Julius Maada in campaign manager. I think that do a favor to people that we know there because we'll continue to play this video until the international community listen and pay attention. La plan for these people that will not be there yesterday.
Funakai coming and we begin engage with you understand? And I will tell you for free, my brother, no government not succeed without smaller parties. No government not succeed without smaller parties. If today the thing is very easy for una delegate today, not because of una get the support of APA. APC if them for don't drag SMPP in all the different, you understand? Because one will not get of money this diplomacy when they play, it affects una. We see the August 10 insurrection. Now when we come out as an association, condemn the thing, you understand? See both of them call names. You get it? Even this PR system, had it been APA, it should have been very, very difficult for SMPP. It should have been very, very, very difficult. You understand? But it not reflects. But the party, you know, get people like Unakai, where you go able to see. In fact, now we are now value than even the SMPP people. And now we are very close to election. Making on the focus level, start doing music. Very, very, very good. Now you don't need SMPP. You need opponents. You need political parties. You need waiting for. You understand? So that the right approach you take, so the right movement. But what you say, you said it all. Trust me, my brother. Even for a month, we don't get a promise where they see every month. If now one back send them, they give them leaders and then they get good also. See the support. So if we work them and we think that we man them and they point finger up, we say, well, now they kill myself no more.
Shame now we in civil society, they won't parliament, they won't take sides. Shameful. Shameful women them have to take sides against the PR system. Wait down for better woman. Shame. So if I can stop there,
probably something now that the time we reach for bring a strong liaison, we be able to make the bar know some of the activity and bridge the gap between the bar and because for State House, I don't say they all look to SMPP, but some then they really if you look the action, you want out if you are 2 years because if you now me na PLP, I didn't governance. All over the look around me, waiting to make us succeed. Forget about SLPP members. They already on my own day. We are there outside. Because if they come and say power win, who are them? The internal government look the other parties and we majority out of 17, we 11. If 11 say everything fair and fair, we endorse. That's it. So if that simple declaration day, the very important part they all go vote. That's
So Famula, I see the insults, which means the people and vote no matter. Angry belly. So when I see what's be the comment what they tell you say, it seems as if there are forces behind the scene pulling string for make sure say President Julius Maada go unopposed for this particular. ECSL allow them political party angry belly, then go register. And with constitution, through PPRC say, for B, this is not something that I made up. This is fact. You can check it out. It's just simple plain. You don't need a lawyer for interpret some of them things and they for you. It's simple, now black and white, now English, clear English, simple English. But yet still overnight, we understand say them political party they don't register. And now they are on record. These political parties are on record that whatever happened, even if there is sufficient evidence suggesting that ECS rigged the election in favor of President Julius Maada, they will not bother to question that. In fact, they will pull a statement because for them, they think their voice is more matter than the ordinary person, than the voters, the electorate. What an insult. What an insult. So you see this one briefcase, one man, one woman briefcase political party there. So wow for even get there now the country, wow for even get there. You see, always at the remind we say it's not about us having institutions. It's for us to have those people who are genuinely, sincerely love the country for mandate. That they will not get. We're scarce in the country. Very scarce. Majority there are there for themselves, for their interests, for them belay, for them family. I'm telling you, this is typical. I'm on the top of one bag rest. Can you imagine one bag rest? So you mean you go mortgage the democracy of the country for one bag rest? If they give say one bag rest, all that stuff they look me ref me, woman then go say what you know, don't they kill themselves. So behind the scene, when all SLP, why would not go be man enough? When I go join SLPP, that's it. When not deceive the populace. This is plain and clear. If you want to join SLPP, it's fine, a constitutional right, but not use other means, good means, to deceive the people, for involved with democracy, for God's sake. It's simple as that. It's simple as that. So now we see ECSL, they all display the president in gesture 5 more years. You see? 5 more years. So this election is very, very worrying. Some of we want to see change in the country, positive change, because the people will get to respect them in the sense, and then they hire, and then they fire. We forgive the people that have power. They let some people and feed. Not to say as Samoa Council, for example, let's say Samoa win, everything will just turn bright and beautiful. Everything will turn just green or blue or things will be beautiful. No, there will be challenges. But the fact that the power should come from the people. We have to sustain the political democratic gains we have made over the years for us to thrive well. Governance is about people. The people should determine in democracy. Otherwise, let's change the political system. If we think we cannot operate well in the democratic sphere, in a democratic dispensation, then let's find another alternative. Communism day, authoritarian day, other forms of governance day. But when we mean democracy, we work with democracy because this we say we want. Democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. That's it. We are not asking for more. But if we see today, people there, institutions there, then the tech side, ECSL, this is 1, PPRC is 2. When the European Commission Union say these are corrupt institutions, you want to challenge that? You want to challenge that? These are evidence. These are not something we made up. No. These are not something we made up. No. This is not fact. You can Google, like you said, it is everywhere. We just put on for we just display some of them here. What would they ask for? We want a fair, plain, level playing field for all political parties that we get the competency, we get the mandate, we get the capacity for one free and fair. Whether win, a win. Now this we want. We don't want any kind form of like a twisted result or twisted mechanism, or we design ways that just at least for favor certain people away they're against the law, where in level playing field, they are not competent to win those sort of like elections, or they're not going to get that power there. So the ECSL get responsibility. Then go determine, Mohamed Kone go determine the peace of this country. That I can assure, say, posterity go judge Mohamed Kone, because whatever miscalculation Mohamed Kone will do, definitely it will plunge the country into something very unimaginable. We know one that. So I believe say, and so with great power comes great responsibility. I hope, like where they talk, say, in one creates the level, in they announce who that win, he win. We hope and pray that he live up to the expectation. Remember, say, you take oath. You swear for serve the people of Sierra Leone. I'm talking to you directly, Mohamed Kone. Probably you are listening to me now. You took an oath for the people of Sierra Leone, not for President Bio. Yes, constitutionally, the president has power to appoint you after consulting other registered political parties approved by parliament, which is fine. It's sanctioned by the constitution. However, your loyalty lies to the people of Sierra Leone. Nothing more, nothing less. We're expecting you to do the needful and your constitutional duty. So this, I say no more. Oh, John. So, Fumble, I'll just take on a text. Don't would they come? Would they come on this other side? We can't read from the other side. I'll just take some of that text in quick one. This one they come up from Aisha Kester. May God help Sierra Leone. Yes, indeed. Let God help we. Now, this one they come up from Jerry Brown. Presenter, please ignore these shenanigans. It's obvious that what is behind it all. Note that you cannot change the goal post after the referee has started the match. Thank you, Jerry. This one they come up from Lucrecia Ban. They are underestimating the people, taking the security forces to scare the people. This one they come up from Binti Sise. What? I am only hearing this lady barely people. Now, please let me know where can I watch this. We are blessed as a country as some of these ugly messages behind the back door are popping out. This one they come out from Isata D to Ray. Wow, me Allah help us. Yeah. This one they come out from Signature Corruption. All right, it's not a message. Okay. This one they come out from Ahmed Sise. Thanks, Supermed. You are really doing a great job. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, Ahmed. This one they come up from Princess Kande. You are quite right, Muhammad. This reverend needs very serious psychiatric assessment. It needs help and very soon. This one they come up from MA. You are right. There are a lot of people with depression in Sierra Leone. It's even more worse now with the way our country is going on. People have families that they cannot feed a day meal. Yeah, I agree with you, Amy, 100%. Yes, 100%. I agree with you. This one they come up from Lulu Lewis. You're right, Mohammed. He needs help. Seems as if he has bipolar. This one come up from Aisha. Very true, Mohammed. Anyone can fall to that. Yeah. Yeah, Beatrice. How are you doing, Beatrice? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, G4. All right. This one they come up. This one they come up from Alpha Mahmoudouba, the man B1, the highest ranking at the party. I think landing not too clear. I think you are right, say the man B1 be the highest man ranking man at the party. This one they come up from Abinti. You people have no interest of the people. This one. Okay, there are a lot of messages anyway. This one, PPRC now sell out to the Papa government. This one they come up from Kerfala Kamara. We need constructive opposition, not disturb opposition. All right, so Fambu, I think lot up the messages that side first. Now we continue, we go come and continue the second part of the messages there. So that was one thing we shock. In fact, the way the thing they go now, the deputy chairman of APC, Ambassador Dr. Usman Fudi Yansane, don't tweet. That's not from Twitter page rather. He said this, yeah, Lord, just I think the first one. Okay. All right, like what's it? They do for buttress on some of the issues where they talk about the way their institutions they play on and it will affect we as a country anyway. And yeah, so now these are the affidavits this in support of Dr. Samuel Cameron case. Now read them, perhaps maybe if you don't say unclear. Now read them quick one. So Fambu, when they see now my screen, this now the affidavits this where Colson Toure and Paul Camara do. Then puts in the matter of the nomination of the candidacy of the third respondents by the Electoral Commission Sierra Leone between Paul Camara, 25 Pademba Road, Freetown, first applicant, Reverend Almami Colson Toure, number 74 Mellon Street, Wellington, Freetown, second applicant, and the Chief Electoral Commissioner, Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, first respondents, the Electoral Commission, second respondent, Dr. Samuel Camara, presidential candidate, All People's Congress, third respondents. Now, it goes further by saying originating notice of motion. Take notice that this honorable court sitting at Law Court Building, Second Stephen Street, Freetown will be moved, then up put the dates of May 2023 at 9:30 o'clock for check on this issue. Now, if you look at the next page, they talk. Lord, we for now the team wouldn't get the team wouldn't get. So basically, if you listen carefully, let take me time slowly for let people get her. Affidavit in support. Then people here na this then na the affidavit of support this. I, Paul Camara, number 25 Pademba Road, Freetown, citizen in the western area of Freetown of Republic of Sierra Leone, make oath and say as follows. Number one, that I am one of the applicants herein and I have the authority to make this affidavit on our behalf. Number two, that I am a registered voter in the Republic of Sierra Leone. So Sierra Leone. So is the second applicant a copy of our voter identification card shown to me marked as exhibits PK 1 and 2 respectively. The third respondent was nominated as presidential candidate of All People's Congress Party, by the second respondent here in the first day of May 2023 presidential elections. That the third respondent was affected by perpetual court injunction on the 28th day of April 2022 from participating in any party-related activities under the All People's Congress Party, where concerns were raised in respect of his participations. However, the third respondent flouted the court order and proceeded with the fourth respondent, that is APC, and the fourth respondent here, National Delegate Conference, and eventual nomination by the second respondent. A true copy of the said judgment is hereby shown to me, exhibited and marked PK3. That the third respondent was further found to be dishonest. In other words, Dr. Samuel Kamara then found him to be dishonest in public office by the Commission of Inquiry of Honorable Sir Justice Biobele George. That the third respondent is currently standing criminal trial at the High Court of the Republic of Sierra Leone for an offense of fraud before the Honorable Mr. Justice Andre Fisher. That there is currently a pending court matter inter alia with respect to the illegitimity of the third respondent to contest a flag bearer of All the People's Congress Party. The respondent herein before the Honorable Mrs. Justice Anna Boni, a copy of the motion and affidavit in support is shown to me, marked exhibit PK4. That I have been informed by the solicitors and truly believe that the third respondent herein is ineligible to contest as presidential candidate in the forthcoming presidential elections as flag bearer of the fourth respondent by the reason Section 35(4) and 76(1)(d) of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act Number 6 of 1991. The true copies of the said provisions are hereby shown to me and marked as Exhibit PK5, respectively. The last point that it will serve, that it will serve the interest of the justice if this application and or questions for determination herein are so determined, that I make this affidavit in support of this originating notice of motion, that the content of the affidavit are true to the best of my knowledge, information, and belief. Sworn in the Law Court Building, Circa Stephen Street, on the 17th of May, 2023. So, then do this because the 17th was the last day for anybody to raise any objection, and then do it on the 17th. Now, the point is, there were two separate injunctions, two separate orders from the courts, the same court. One of the court order allowed the formation of the interim committee, were headed by Alfred Peter Conte, for oversee and conduct the electionary process of the APC because they begin a court. However, there is also another injunction, a letter, another order from Justice Boni, where according to I think that was the court, the spokesperson, the official spokesperson of the court, say this new injunction where Justice Boni be issue is supersede the previous one where Andre Fisher issue for stop them from taking any activities in terms of delegate conference, what have you. However, then say they want let the Supreme Court interpret. One, Dr. Samuel Kamara gets a case with the COI, the Commission of Inquiry. According to them, the Commission of Inquiry find out that Dr. Samuel Kamara not for all public office because they found out to be dishonest. And secondly, it gets pending criminal case with the Chancellor building. So this not the thing, this. So technically, now interpretation they go for. So what I made for understand in this whole thing, these people, they will not get out what they want for ban the courts. Me not a lawyer, but from what I understand, based on what the layman thinking, where I just don't read, an office say any justice, except otherwise, will just ignore them playing their interpretation. Because now the same court give order. And the last one, according to the same court spokesperson, say you get power past the other one. So if a court don't give order for go conduct an election, why? I mean, or the election, and that election they come out peacefully, they don't get a presidential aspirant. An office say the court for go back go interpreter, otherwise say they're not for doing. So that make and see that the highest courts now the land and the Supreme Court, we want to know what the law say. If the courts, high courts don't issue an injunction, you don't put an order. If somebody carry out that order, it's not crime. That's why if the court give an order, don't me take that order day because the court say if the Supreme Court go say not to so, na crime I don't commit, then we want to see that. So because the matter in a court, that's how they don't just tap and so. But let me just share something like this. If you remember this letter, I'll put an eye out. When I remember this letter, we read this letter for now. This letter was written by Alfred Peter Conte. Alfred Peter Conte, he write this letter to NEC. You see? So behind the scene, people were busy planning and doing all of this thing. The people they plan. People they plan for this day. They were planning all along. So when you hear this woman, the first lady, they say, listen this carefully. All right. When you hear the first lady boldly, they say,
forces. Let this message go to the security forces. They are not intimidating our district anymore. But not on district, now APC get them. So the rubbish should happen. I know.
So this I put your family. It's just that same campus. All right. So now read for another letter. Quick. Now read for another letter where Alfred Peter Conte be sent because perhaps some of you don't remember again, but now we do a favor. Now we put at the letter this. This was a letter written by Alfred Peter Conte. So you see, Alfred Peter Conte, now the 17th of April, he writes this letter. He said, the chairman, Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone. Now, what's input? It's a critical reminder on the ongoing legal matters in the Sierra Leone High Court pertinent to the legality of the de facto APC executives. I must start by commending the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, ECSL, for the undeniable hard work done in preparation for the June 24 election. In these busy times, it is but common to ignore outlandish yet vital matters of concern that has the potential of wreaking financial havoc in your diligent efforts and annihilate the democratic tenet of our country. He writes for remind the ECSLC certain things are not for ignore, because if I ignore, perhaps it will cost you a lot of money and it will also undermine with democratic space. We continue. To minimize or eliminate these possibilities, it is of utmost importance to bring your attention to the ongoing legal fiascos hovering over the All People's Congress Party. Suffice to say that cognizance must be given to the fact that the Interim Transition Governance Committee, ITGC, is the only legitimate body tasked with governing the overall affairs of the APC party until an all-inclusive and credible national delegate convention is conducted pursuant to paragraph 9010 of the 28th April 22 High Court judgment of Justice Andrew Fisher, and to further remind you that there are pending legal matters that possess the potential of reversing your dealings with the de facto executive of the APC. Mind you, me people, Alfred Peter Content, we say, recognize the convention. So he writes this letter for one ECSLC, then people they accept the nomination. I want to let you know, say, they create more problem for them than you will imagine. And that's it better for we talk now than later. So it continued before. He said, recognize the executive because if he say the ITGC, now the only competent body where the government allowed, where Andre Fisher be allowed for me to conduct this election. But on the separate matter between Francis Bondo, plaintiff, and 37 defendants, the ITGC, along with 36 other defendants, in this said matter, we are injuncted on the 15th February 2023 by Justice Anna Boyini of the same High Court of Seattle. This decision altered but did not vacate the final court judgment. See, judgment of Andrew Fisher on the 28th April 2022 and other subsequent rulings on the 23rd November 2022 and 27 January 2023. Thus, the ITGC awaits the lifting of the injunction to proceed with the orders in the final judgment of the Justice Andrew Fisher on the 28th April 2022 and other subsequent judgment on the 23rd November 2022. As your commission prepares to receive nomination of candidates from various political parties for the 6th Parliament of the Second Republic and for other positions, including councillors, mayors, and flag bearers, I ask that the legality of nominees from our party on the standpoints outlined above be considered before accepting nominations. Our party suffered the consequence of alleged procedural breach when 9 of our members of parliament were removed from the elected position as MP to curtail the ongoing national partisan rancor that followed the removal of the 9 APC members of parliament. I'm kindly asking your office, to do whatever is within your operational legal purview to avert a repeat of a similar situation of the alleged procedural breach that deprived APC party from having a sustained majority in the just concluded parliament term. So, so Fambul, this Alfred Peter Conte, and then they work behind the scene for make this team get weight more and more, for let them get weight. Because according to Alfred Peter Conte, they not recognize first, they not recognize the the convention them too. He still believe say the court order where them begin today is still valid, and that therefore reject any other court order in say you know, supersede. But it's good that until they don't go to the courts, let the courts go tell we if when the same courts, the same high courts of the same country issue an order or say go do this, if you follow that instruction, it's not crime. We want to. And we say not a lawyer there, but this will help to follow understand. See, if you get a message from the court, you get for go to the Supreme Court before you do. Otherwise, an office say Samuel for worrying this. Samuel not for worry about this because from which I understand, not a thing we get any big issue. When we come out, people are not be on the board. Don't know say now just an interpretation. The people we go, they just go for an interpretation. But I don't know if now attention they look for or probably we need to understand absolutely. But anyway, one funny video they make on the social media. Always there and another done. Now we come with this funny video before we play one more important video. I'll play this funny video. I can.
Now the new pattern this way people they get, but people they married where you go for go eat, just go eat no more because I don't invite you for go eat. Go eat, but no go wrap cartoon. Not to by force say you for go with gifts. No go wrap cartoon and plate where you don't use now host. Look at this plate. The person don't use an host. It go wrap then cartoon here with this plate. Look at it wrap them. It can give as gift. Who's kind of wickedness this? This is the wickedness. But come on, you don't go eat full plates and don't you chicken, you don't drink 2-3 drinks. You get pepper soup, you dey count there, pepper plates. This is not pepper plates. Where don't use the use. They wrapper, look the cartoon where they wrap put inside it. Come on. But now let this one.
Salona country, every day we they get in there, But it's good for them they get the fun part of it, Always we get something for crack joke out of, So Fambule, I think we don't see let's just play this one video. Out of all what they happen, so people then they say it starts from there. Now the clue this.
They don't get a house in order yet. They don't start yet, sir. If that's when they're going, they're not going to text themselves, they're not going for their candidates. You see what you don't want to oppose. So please answer me. Please. No, we should say yes, we don't do that. And I want to assure you that every technical that moves towards our country.
So family, when I see this particular audio, I know say when I don't see this video back then, where Fatima Bio they say, Maada Bio they go unopposed, the issue, the problem of APC not even begin itself. So all of this how they happen, people and they say, okay, now this woman be mean. Now we understand the language where this lady be the talk say APC the problem not even begin itself. Not even begin itself. See?
Because the problem with this APC not begin it too. They don't get the house in order. They say they don't get the house in order yet. They don't start yet, sir. If that's when they're going, they're not going to text themselves, they're not going for their candidates. You see what you don't want to oppose. So please answer me.
So that was part of the plan, according to perhaps waiting people in the say. Then sets the COI, the Commission of Inquiry for Trap Dr. Samuel Kamara, where he failed. Then set the Chancellery Building case, where Fisher no say no man caught the case with convicting Samora. Then and all this, well, and the last one are for use people within APC, from what you understand, to make them cause disturbance, particularly then where you they take the matter on the dying minutes. But all of these combined, the faithful realize the power they come out from God. Believe me, you can do whatever you want to do, even if the entire humanity in favor of you for a position. If God no matter for you, it's just a waste of time. And even if the entire humanity no wants you, if God wants you for become what I destined for become, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. I mean, we are religious people. Sierra Leone now one of the most religious countries in the world in terms of percentage. We believe in God, and we know say God in word not the change. Maada now God be marked for make it be a president of Salo, not to empower, not to destiny, not to marker. It's just an ordained thing for say they happen. It happen. So Maada not get power, SLPP don't get power for seize any other post where God don't destined for be president as alone. They cannot. You can try, do whatever you want to do, but there's limits to everything. There's limits. God not give you overwhelming power, He give you powers with limitations. We get how they work, we get how they reach. The rest, and say, the maiden can say, do your best, leave the rest to God. Believe me, if God be marked, say, will they get a new president 2023, nobody not a changer. But again, if you got marks in a president, you go Kande, who go continue in 5 years, that nobody not go change. This is not just the plain truth. So, but then Trikia, he exposed now. You know, thing they hide. Them plan there, all of them do so now. Then 1920 election, politics there. All of the politics the way SLPP play seems as if now not to this age, because things with a sinner evidence in there. Today for let you get evidence here, it's your you get for be that kind person there. But now this evidence are all over the internet. You just need for compiler no more. See all the evidence I want to present to now. Anyway, so Fambu, we tell her plenty thank you. We go Tapia. Maybe we'll just take like few more texts. We say bye. Mark Cargo, this Power ECSL has failed, and now the APC is giving them pressure to do the right thing. Yeah, I agree with you. It's just as if this one coming from Patricia, God will pull them evil ways just like this. The ECSL, perhaps we can't talk about it tomorrow. And now I release the raw data, the actual, what I can say, master file, and just listen. We don't know what's happening. We don't know why. But anyway, Fumble, it's been a while speaking with you for close to 2 hours. It's not easy. It's not easy anyway. So I think I have to stop here. Glad we on a journey, and I will talk with you back tomorrow. So I'll join with tomorrow with another interesting program. Until then, bye-bye.
Country slow, we want for no. Why not they grow? Yeah, we want for no. Wait till make we country they go slow. Wait till making all they grow. Yes, so I can for sure. Yes, I can for sure them thing them way they make we know they grow. Say now we they die pampo. If I they try for go before, I beg for. Do ya not make us slow? No. If I try for raise the tempo, Do ya not make am low? Yes, so if I dey try for go before, I beg oh, do ya not make us slow? No, no. If I dey try for raise the tempo, do ya not make am low? Yes, so before they do them thing now we go make we gladdy, thing now we go make we happy, thing now we go make we country laddie daddy. So we go live in unity. Yes, so before they do them thing now we go make we gladdy, thing now we go make we happy, thing now we go make we country laddie daddy. So we go live in harmony. Yes, so don't we for do them thing now we go make we smarter, thing now we go make we stronger, thing now we go make we nation last much longer. So we life them go better. Yes, so but we for left them thing now we go make we scatter, thing now we go bring palava, thing now we go make we nation well Panambara, make we people scatter.
Thing you talk about,
thing them like half flavor plaba, political party wahala. Thing them we go make we agba, them put we country pan yakba. Sing along say hey, hey bo bo, we want for no, waiting make we country they go slow, waiting making all they grow. Yes so oh, I can for sure, yes I can for sure them thing them way they make we know they grow. Say now we did that, yes so make we show them thing now we go make we kick po, thing now we go make we country go before. Mama, yes, so thing now we go make we grow, thing now we go make we left for go slow, make baby gladdy for Bobo show. Alright, so if I dey perform, me on perform, you say for gladdy for watch you watch, if I dey sing, me on sing, you say for gladdy for dance you dance. Before they do them thing now we go make we gladdy, thing now we go make we happy, thing now we go make we country laddie daddy. So we go live in unity. Yes, so before they do them thing now we go make we gladdy, thing now we go make we happy, thing now we go make we country laddie daddy. So we go live in harmony. Yes, so sing along, say hey, hey bo bo, we want for no.